We're live. It's behind the counter here at Insane Game TV. Look at that. Look at that hand quality servicer getting the water right on set. Jesus. Ready to go here. Welcome to Behind the Counter. We got Steve, Mike, and Niko, who's out grabbing a water or coffee. You know, I must say, I think one of the greatest additions to the store has been this Keurig.
We've been getting some good usage
Mike's
out of
walking
it.
around with a coffee. Niko's walking around with a coffee. TJ was walking around with a coffee yesterday. Luke had a coffee yesterday. Everyone's having coffees.
It's getting cold outside, and just only makes sense at this point. The transition.
I'm having myself a thirsty Diet Coke.
You say thirsty?
Yeah.
Diet Coke? What's thirsty about it?
It's very, very refreshing. What else do they make for Keurigs? You have hot chocolate, they have coffee, they make like a bunch of other different kinds of
tea.
That's it? There's probably only 3
Probably
categories.
more.
I'm sure they make alcoholic beverages for the Keurig.
I don't believe that.
Some hot apple cider.
Apple cider.
With liquor in it?
I'm not sure what. Can they put liquor down to like that powder form?
Liquor yourself, or is it in the pods?
It's going to be in the pods.
I don't believe that. I don't think they make
Look
that.
it up.
Alcoholic
I don't
K-cups.
think they make Keurig.
That would be pretty
Keurig
cool.
Pods.
Maybe eggnog?
They have bourbon-infused coffee pods.
For Keurig?
Is that just
Yeah.
for flavoring or?
That's the full-on pods.
Is it actually bourbon?
Bourbon-infused. So it's
So-
coffee with
So
bourbon
if you
in it.
drink
So
it,
it's
do you
coffee
get drunk is
and
what
the
I'm
bourbon.
asking.
Yes.
Niko, you ever heard of that? Alcoholic pods for the Keurig?
No. Not pods.
He says they exist.
No. I never had it.
We were just talking about how successful the Keurig has been. Mark, chalk that up.
We could get some Baileys in here, maybe.
Chalk it up for another successful Dan ad to the store.
Well,
Got
technically,
my shirt.
Or
technically, Steve added it
That'd be
first,
good,
but-
Dan. Make the
No, I've been saying I wanted a Keurig.
get some
Knock
rum
that up,
chata, some Baileys.
Dr. Wiley.
You want some Baileys back there?
With that, yeah, it'd probably be great.
Oh yeah, let's just get a bottle of Baileys. We'll store that in the back.
Some White Russian cream and
People
coffee.
walk around here taking shots of the Baileys before they go on their shift.
Shots of the Bailey.
I don't think you can take. That's gross.
I'm sure there are people who want it and take shots of it.
Old Greg, perhaps.
Mix with something. Maybe some rum. That'd probably be good.
I suppose. But needless to say, I find it hard to believe they have many alcoholic pods. There can't be that many of them out there, and I don't.
It can't
think they make
taste very good.
But does it
Bourbon
do
and
the
Baileys.
job? Does it do
What's the
Russian?
coffee company that I order a lot of my coffee from?
Bones Coffee.
Yeah, no free
bones?
ads.
What's that
Bleep
one
that
that's
out.
local?
Death Wish.
Death Wish. They're like right down the street.
They have that.
pods?
They have it in Charlotte too.
It's
they have
pretty
bone-
it's like nationwide.
It's
I'm
pretty
sure.
strong.
Yeah.
It's too strong for me. That
It was
That's
founded
too strong.
no, the Death Wish a little bit.
founded all
It's
the way
good
around
tasting
Lake.
and everything, but if you need some energy, definitely.
Yes, they're Death Wish K-cups.
That'd be a nice little.
So
Maybe we get Death Wish cups.
to end the conversation about the Keurig, it's another good addition to the store. Like I said, Luke was having one last night when he came in. TJ, you've been living off of it since you've been here. Since it came in, you had what? You have a coffee a day.
The only thing is, Dan expected us to drink black coffee for a while. I can't provide it all.
Not really. I didn't realize you're coffee drinkers. Do you drink coffee? You live off of coffee, must be.
Dan
You
did
have coffee all
everything.
the time.
Dan almost did everything perfectly back there. He had the coffee cups, the Keurig, the water, hot chocolate, coffee, but no creamer.
Look, I'm not gonna supply all the extras. Like it's a classic.
You nearly had it perfect.
I can't sit here and provide all the extras. It'd be like, oh, hey, I provided the cups, I provided the coffee, I provided the pods, I provided the machine. People must get
The
their
coffee is
own-
borderline undrinkable though without coffee, without creamer.
I like a black coffee, like half and
Only
half.
people with no
I
soul
couldn't
drink
have-
that.
I couldn't have coffee without sugar and cream.
I go half the time. I go just black. Half of them I'll spruce it up with some cool creamer.
Do you drink coffee, Steve?
Have you
Black.
had Keurig yet?
Black coffee or
I've had some hot cocoa from it.
Even Steve's drinking the Keurig. It's become a great hit.
It's wintertime. You need a warm drink.
I tell you right now, I'm gonna get a little refrigerator. I guess I could put it in the monster fridge. It's some whipped cream.
fridge.
I cannot have hot chocolate without whipped cream. You gotta have the whipped cream. It's a key essential component.
You're just gonna come back there. And
I
be
do like the little marshmallows, the mini marshmallows.
Maybe the marshmallow, but you gotta have the hot. You gotta put a good old slap of the whipped cream on top.
I don't know. I'm not
When you
a.
come back, and me and Steve are gonna be spraying it right in our mouth.
Ah.
I'm not getting that anymore. You guys abused it.
There'll definitely be some kind of abuse of it for sure. But you cannot have hot chocolate without the whipped cream. So I might have to get myself some of that. Because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I would definitely have the hot chocolate.
Sometimes a little
Hot
whipped cream's not
cocoa.
bad on coffee as well. Little creme.
But
Could mix. You'd probably like a mocha.
no,
Dan doesn't like much.
It's coffee and hot chocolate combined.
not really. I don't. If I
It's
don't
pretty
drink
much coffee with like the
if I
chocolate
don't
milk
drink
syrup
coffee,
in
why
it.
would I get something that has coffee in it?
Well, if you wanted to if you were going to a coffee house with other people and you didn't want to look like a fool, you get a mocha instead of a hot chocolate.
I suppose.
Or you could get water.
That's how I started drinking coffee. I was going to coffee shops with people, and I was like, I'm not
I don't
gonna
understand.
look like
it's
an
a
idiot. I'm just gonna
style
start
choice for
drinking
you.
coffee.
I don't understand.
And then I got
that.
addicted to coffee.
I don't understand that whole activity of going to a coffee shop. I don't.
It was when I was in
understand it.
school. I don't like frequent coffee shops now. They were just on my campus.
I've heard you say you go to coffee shops.
I went to Uncommon Grounds a few times.
I don't understand that whole idea of I'm gonna go to a coffee shop
It's a little
to meet
hangout
some
spot.
people and have some coffee. I don't get that.
It's a first date spot, coffee shop, hangout spot.
Free
Some coffee
Wi-Fi?
shops, yeah, people do work at them. You have board
I mean,
games.
I
A lot of them have little
suppose.
games, like board games you can play while you hang out.
You playing board games in the coffee shop?
I have
Niko?
one time in Buffalo. That was an interesting experience, but
Playing Monopoly?
no, it's like Trouble or Sorry, one of those two.
I don't know. I guess I don't understand the whole idea of I'm gonna go to hey, I'm gonna let's go meet at a coffee shop. And they go and they just chit chat.
What's wrong with
I
that?
don't
It's the same
understand
as
that
having
whole-
going. It's essentially going out and having a meal with somebody, but you're not that hungry.
Yeah, or it's like breakfast. You're just getting like bacon, egg, and cheese and a coffee.
I suppose.
I think it was
Just to get out. And
when I was in Buffalo. It was a lifestyle that was introduced to me, the Tim Hortons lifestyle of the Canadians and
Give me a second.
Buffalonians, that we're just going to coffee shops. And I did all my homework at a coffee shop. I just hung out there.
you like the ambiance,
I do.
For the
music's
thinking
going
mind.
great there. They usually have like a TV with a
the
sports
aroma
game
of
on.
cooking coffee.
Mhm. You do smell gross when you leave. If you're there for like over an hour, you had a shower. It's like if you go to like I feel like when I go to hibachi, like if I
Oh, yeah.
leave, you have like a thick scent on you that you got to shower if you're going somewhere else that day before you go.
Yeah,
or-
but it goes
people
into
are-
your clothes. All
yeah,
this.
or else people are gonna be looking at you funny.
Just be like, what? I had hibachi.
Which is a tough thing because at a coffee shop, like I feel like I would more frequently go when it's like cold out. It's just like seems like a more of a winter activity, and then you got your coat like smelling like that, and you gotta like, wash your coat that you wear every day.
I don't think the coffee is too bad.
I don't
The
know.
hibachi, definitely.
When I was in Buffalo, like I would go for like 3 hours at a time and sit there, and I smelled like baked goods, but like not great baked goods.
I guess I could see what you mean.
Did those coffee shops also sell bagels and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the good shit. A nice
Yeah,
buffalo chicken on a bagel.
there was a few that were like local ones, and then Tim Hortons I went to a lot. There was a Tim Hortons that was like across the street from my apartment building. It's like right on the north campus of Buffalo.
I fuck with it.
Coffee's good, and then I got addicted to coffee, and now I drink it all. One of my stepbrothers, who you guys have maybe ran into here, he just started drinking coffee, and now he's going around like he's gotten addicted
A connoisseur
within
now.
a month, and he goes to like every coffee shop in the area, like he's testing them all. It's just
Truthfully, I don't. I mean, there is some that's clearly better than others, but
Yeah,
it's all pretty similar.
I don't know that I have a favorite place. Like my first coffee was a double from Tim Hortons, and that's why that's like my
Black?
favorite. It's 2 cream, 2 sugar.
Ah,
double
okay,
double is like
double.
what they call it there.
That's
and
yeah,
then
that's good.
it's just like I I can mess with some of the frappuccino girl drinks from Starbucks. Like that's like a dessert though.
Niko's a big pumpkin spice guy.
I do like the pumpkin spice latte. I prefer warm coffee to a cold coffee though. Like I know Luke's a big iced coffee guy. He really doesn't like warm a lot. I cold brew's better than iced coffee. I don't really love either.
I think that's super strong tasting. So, but
cold brew or
cold brew.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like to me, it's like a better version of iced coffee, but it is what it is.
Dan was getting buried back there for a little bit.
He did say it that immediately when we started, the store was going to be flooded.
Like a bus pulled up and just like, and opened the door, and a million people come up to come in and see a game.
I think I could get Dan on a mocha at some point. You think I could find him one that he'd like?
I think that's what Tom drinks.
Yeah, the one I got from Uncommon Grounds before the Comic-Con, I got a mocha, and it was very good.
I think there's a thing going on where it's like, how absurd of a customer can we be during behind the counter? This guy, first of all, there's like eight people here for one person. The guy came up with the most ridiculous strategy. I don't even remember what it was. It was $2.99, and he pulled out 100. Like, seriously? $100 bill for $2.99 item? I said I can't do 100, which we couldn't. And he goes, oh, I got a 20. Why didn't you just give me the 20 in the first place?
Well, sometimes people like to break the big bill.
Well, you know what? That's ridiculous.
If it's something
if I had $100 and a $20 bill in my pocket, I wouldn't be giving someone 100.
Under $20 is kind of scummy to break a bill like that, but I feel like if it's like $30, that's fine breaking 100.
I'll be back. It's like a bus came in. Keep the conversation going.
So we're still going with coffee?
I could talk about coffee all day. That's where my jitteriness comes from, is because I drink.
I know I can't drink it all day. I start to get too much energy.
I am always like shaking, but I'm always. I don't like drink soda really a lot. I like ginger ale. That's about it. But I can do energy drinks sometimes. I don't really drink like pre-workout or anything. It's just all my caffeine source comes from coffee. I drink a lot of tea too. It's like warm drinks.
I like the warm tea. I almost sometimes prefer that to the coffee. Some English breakfast tea.
I like to mix it up. At first I didn't like green tea, but now I kind of like it.
I don't like straight up real green tea. I like all the cold ones that they make with the the matcha.
Yeah. I like just the hot green. It tastes like it tastes like you're being healthy when you drink it. You're just like, oh, this is like an elixir that someone made me to.
Is it actually really that healthy for you though?
I think it's really good for your immune system. Like I know people say like it's good to like lose weight, and I know coffee's also good because it's like an appetite suppressant that like you're just not hungry a lot after you.
Does it help you poo too?
Coffee definitely does. Green
stimulant per se.
I think green tea is supposed to be the best for you out of the teas.
It is 99.9% water.
Green tea.
Yeah.
It just tastes like herbal water.
The only time tea is delicious is if you go to like a Chinese restaurant like Nine Dragons up in Queensbury, and they have the nice little pot of tea fresh off of the whatever, and it's like you pour it.
I've never had it like that. Did we talk about hibachi soup before?
We have to go to Nine Dragons.
Did we talk about that? Anyone's feelings on the hibachi soup, like the soup that you get when you get like hibachi dinner?
See, it wasn't bad. It was very strong. The one I had when I last won.
That's my favorite.
Somewhat.
If I had to do like a top 10 list of foods, that would be on my top 10.
The soup. Doesn't it smell like feet a little bit though?
I don't even know. I think it's just broth and like mushroom and like scallion maybe.
Yeah.
It's not. It's. I asked him about it once because I just always assumed it was miso soup, but I guess it's not miso soup. It's like just mushroom soup maybe or something.
Isn't that one and the same?
Something like that.
Japanese clear soup.
Yeah. That's literally like I tried to make it at home and it was not great the way I made it. But I love that.
There's so much probably more to it than just the like salt and perhaps a little.
They've probably got it like steeping in there for like days. Like they just probably make a crap load at a time.
Start by searing large chunks of onions, carrots, ginger, and garlic into a stock pot.
Did you use ginger?
And add broths.
I cooked it in a big pan and like put the vegetables in. It just turned out not great. I've also I've made a lot of stuff like that. I made like apple cider from scratch, and that took forever. I had to get like this little bag, like a little like, what would you call it? Like, it's like it's got like little holes in it.
Perforated.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
cheesecloth.
Yeah. And like I had to wrap up like the spices and like cinnamon sticks and stuff in that, and like I had to cook it in a like a cast iron pan with that like steeping in the middle of it. That's how it took like 8 hours to make apple cider.
Was it good though?
It was
that
pretty
a
good.
success?
Yep, that was a good one.
That's a good show. We got to pitch to Dan, a nice cooking show.
That one I do think there's some.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone can cook like their own stuff. My brother he went to culinary school for a year. He cooks a lot. I
Got
like
a
to
couple
cook.
dishes I could throw on there.
I can do some of that
Mostly,
good
yeah.
deli stuff.
I'm a breakfast guy. I can make all the stuff with eggs, but
I love eggs.
have you ever had eggs Benedict?
Mm-mm.
That is a treat that you'll have to have.
That's
at some
kind of
point.
weird and special. That whenever I just always thought that was weird. Like I'd always go out to breakfast with people, and like we all just get like pancakes. I'm a French toast guy, and he would just get the eggs Benedict. I was
That's
like,
super
why are you, like,
fancy for
ordering
outing
that?
like that.
Yeah, I was like, why? We're all getting pancakes. What are you getting eggs
It
Benedict?
is so
for?
good though.
And I've never had that.
It's
I made
the poached egg and the Canadian bacon on an English muffin with hollandaise sauce.
I like what's Canadian bacon? Is that turkey bacon?
It's ham, pretty much those little circles. It's like
Okay.
on like a
Yeah.
egg McMuffin from McDonald's.
I'm a turkey bacon guy, which is weird, I guess.
Can I just be the man of the people? I think I should be.
Let's hear. This was a
I
long
think
one,
I
so
should be the almighty bishop of the Wilton Mall. I should just be like.
what just happened out there?
I'm trying to think of what they call it. What's the almighty? What do we call Jeremy in the football in our fantasy league? The man of the people? No, what do we call him?
What did we call it? Just the man of the people,
Is that-
pretty
is that
much.
his-
But
he's like. I mean, I guess I'm the voice of the people, the voice of the tenants in the mall. I know other people who are looking to come in the mall and coming out, and I'm giving them great information. It's just classic. It's just classic. Now they're looking at. I steered them in the right direction where they were looking.
Are they opening a food place?
No, a tattoo. She
Niko.
has pretty big clientele already, if what I've been told.
We're just gonna all
What's her
have to go
name?
and get an Insane Games tattoo.
Get that Jin Kazama on my
What's she
arm.
look
Oh,
like?
I won't
shit.
say the other store, but when other store came in here, it was completely in one direction, and I stirred them in the other direction, and now they ended up signing, got a great deal, and they're doing well, and it's just if they went that way, I don't know what would happen.
Maybe it's
But-
my tattoo artist.
What color hair?
I don't know. I've never been. I think she has like got some like gray in her hair, but she's not old.
Maybe been her. I don't know her name. So we still talking about coffee? Niko talking about coffee.
But now we moved on to breakfast foods, and
just talking about
actually no,
clients.
this is good. A cooking show for the network.
Who's gonna cook?
Anyone who wants to introduce
we
a
all
dish.
said we
I
each-
have zero interest in cooking here when I barely cook at home.
Don't you make a nice little chicken, a nice little
First of all,
Italian
I
chicken?
make a delicious chicken.
That's
I make
Dan's
a
signature
great
dish.
What is
minestrone
it?
soup.
There you go. You
What's
could
the
do
chicken?
that.
Minestrone, I don't
Process
like.
the
I
chicken.
can't give you that. I can't give you that.
No, like
information.
what's the dish? Like what type of
It's just
chicken?
chicken.
It's
I
like
have
chicken with Italian dressing, but it was
No,
pretty
I
good.
have a chicken that has a great seasoning.
Okay.
I mean, you can put anything you want with it.
Do you like bake it?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can put anything with it. Baked noodles, all gratin potatoes. You can spice it up however you want. But the chicken's really the.
I make a great like roast chicken, like the whole chicken.
I tell you
That's
right now,
my
if we ever
idea.
like hit the lotto here, or whatever, or we really became like really, really big here, now I would definitely have a kitchen installed. 100% have a kitchen installed. We would blow out those shelves in the back hallway or back room, the storage area. We'd
God,
blow all that out.
that'd be a
and
perfect spot for a
It'd be a
kitchen.
nice corner kitchen back there.
You just kick open the door with the food, like to right by the
And
bar.
it'd be perfect. It'd be a refrigerator, stove, the works.
Like an
island in the
industrial-
middle
That'd
to
be
cook what
a
you
great,
want.
great spot for a
There'd
kitchen.
be fights of who kept the counter a mess and who didn't wipe it down. Who made a bowl of cereal and didn't clean it up?
I'm not sure if a bowl of cereal would be
There'd be
it.
some simple things done back there.
Just
I'm
get-
sure.
you
Johnny's gonna be cooking fish and it's gonna stink back there.
No, there will be rules. One rule will be no fish allowed in the store.
Wicked down with that.
I'm
No fish.
See, I don't like seafood, and I'm trying to start to like fish. So for the next like starting next week, I think for the next like month, I'm gonna try a different fish a week or something to see if
Good
I
luck
can
with
like
that
any
one.
of them. They're very healthy. I just
Why don't you go visit the grill and the food court and have a good old fashioned fish chicken sandwich? Or what they
We're not even here anymore.
I don't care. You know, Dave used to get that, and I was always appalled by it when he watched it. What did
That was a
Dave
classic
get?
Dave one.
Dave would come down with, what was it, the fried fish?
He would get the lamb and he would get the fish sandwiches there.
It wasn't like, it was
I was like,
disgusting. I would just always say, you're getting fish from there? And it's just like,
He has an iron stomach, that man.
I don't know about that. He hit the bathroom right after that.
Yeah, it did what it needed to do. It processed it and he moved on.
Lamb. Who gets lamb
Be careful. I think Doctor would probably partake.
I think about the lamb. Definitely not the fish. Mall food court is definitely not a place I'd expect to get fish.
Exactly.
Unless
That's my
it's
point.
sushi. Because, like, we had the Orient Taste here a while
Yeah,
ago.
they were good.
So let me ask you this question, Niko. If you're on your fish kick, would you walk down to the food court and get a fish?
I'm getting some nice homemade like fish.
Fish sticks don't count.
I don't want to eat a fish stick. If I'm
Well,
gonna,
it's-
the reason that I want to like fish is it's like a very healthy food, and I eat chicken every day, so like I want to mix it up.
I stick it. keep
So I
going
want to
with the
try.
chicken.
I'm gonna try some swordfish. I'm gonna go with some
Swordfish?
tuna, like
Oh,
actual like
God.
big tuna. Maybe
Mike
some.
is.
I don't
If
know
I were to
like
try
it.
fish, it would be the one where it's like a nice fillet of like
Let me tell you.
some.
Well, it's gonna be a nice one, and it's
Clean
gonna be
meat.
like a very like light colored one.
Let me tell you something about this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
This guy got a fish chip, I'm pretty sure, once as a joke. Okay, someone got him to eat a chip that had, that was, am I right?
It was like a sushi or lobster something of
Chip.
like the kettle cooked potato chips.
Oh, was it like one of those Hers chips of like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
different
And he
flavors?
didn't know about it. I'm pretty sure he ate a few of them, right?
I ate like 2 or 3 of them. I'm like,
And then he found out after that they were fish, and he went berserk. He was legitimately upset. And I'm
it was
not
one of
being-
my friends. It was Zach actually. They say he didn't know quite how serious I was, and he thought it'd be a funny prank. And I wanted to kill him, but I said from his perspective, it was harmless, and he didn't know. So I said, if
Mike
you ever
was
do that again,
furious. That's just the notion of the fish touching his mouth.
I am a very picky eater, and there's stuff like that would freak me out too. It's like always to me, a lot of it's like the sense of food. Like my mom's like she always makes Brussels sprouts in the oven, and like I get to her house and I'm like, oh, dinner, and she
Smells
opens
like
the oven
farts.
and it's like the whole smell comes out. Like, this has ruined my whole dinner. I didn't even want to eat anymore.
I'm not
Brussels sprouts are
necessarily
pretty-
a picky eater. I'm a believer in. I have the philosophy. I
you
don't
are
like-
a picky
no,
eater.
no,
definitely a
You
picky
are a
eater.
picky eater.
No. I have a thing where I don't like to try new things.
So you're picky.
No, I'm not picky. So if I like something, I'm going to choose to continue to eat
This
that.
is the exact definition of picky, is what
Not
you're saying.
really.
I like to eat the things I like to eat, and I don't want to try anything
My
else.
philosophy is if I'm going to go to a restaurant, spend $20 on something, I don't want to try something
That's fine
new
when
that
you
I'm
go to a
not going
restaurant.
enjoy.
Yeah, but like if you're
That's
giving
fine.
it to you like for like free, or like you had it cooked for you for dinner, you wouldn't.
Oh,
just
I eat
it?
them.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times I've walked into a situation where I had to eat food I've never had before, and I actually like it.
All right,
But when I go to restaurants
Yeah,
and I look
I
at the
wouldn't-
menus, I pick
unless,
what
like-
I've had before that I'm comfortable
Yeah.
eating. So I want to enjoy the restaurant.
I'll order like new things, but I like look at the ingredients list on there. I'm like, okay, this seems like something I would like. If it looks like if it's got like random like I'm like, no, I'm good.
so
There's a few things I
Good
stay away
without
from,
the
like a
gator
turkey
in it.
burger. No interest in a turkey burger.
I don't really like that.
Okay. When my
surprisingly.
sister cooking dinner and she said, "Oh, we're having turkey," I have no interest in that.
No.
That's,
Nope,
that's,
nope,
that's
nope.
not me. I just don't want to eat a turkey burger.
I'd
That's
definitely
just
try it.
disrespect to a
It's
normal
not
burger
like
in the end.
that's just another healthy thing. It's
Well,
like,
I walk in all the time to the Shevlin house, and there'll be something I've never had. I'll eat it. I'll eat the chicken without knowing what seasoning's on it or whatever is on it. Like, I'm
Well,
fine
no
with that.
seasoning.
He
What?
said he doesn't know what season
what
is
season
on
on
it.
there?
Well, that's not a different.
It's
food.
still
That's
just chicken.
seasoning.
I don't
Yeah.
like grilled onions and pepper, so I always stay away from those. I just don't like
Those
them.
are-
I don't like.
Those
I
are
know that
pretty
people
good.
like love that. I don't dislike it. It's just like
Do you just grilled onions and peppers, or with like a sausage, or
If let me give you an
I
example.
love
me give
grilled
you an
onions.
example.
The peppers I could do without.
Tom's girlfriend had dinner, and she made dinner, and they made fajitas. I like
that's
the chicken,
absolutely crucial in one of those.
but I don't eat them. I don't
This
eat
is, I'm
them.
glad you brought that up because that's probably one of the most crucial.
It's a teriyaki chicken, and I went over there and I put the chicken out and I put the chicken on the quesadilla. I put hot sauce on it, some cheese, rolled up, and I wasn't interested in the grilled.
Well, yeah, if you have a choice, but essentially, what the difference between what you made and that is that's a fajita, and then what you made is a taco.
I get that. No, the chicken is just a chicken quesadilla, probably. Taco is beef.
What makes it a fajita is the onions
There's
and
no
peppers.
taco that's not
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah,
There's a chicken taco.
Yes.
It's a quesadilla.
There's chicken tacos.
The quesadilla.
That's just chicken and cheese. There's nothing
That's
Quesadilla
flat.
is like fried
Okay,
flat
when I
thing.
Have you ever had a quesadilla?
When I take chicken, put cheese on it and roll it up in one of the little wraps.
That's a
quesadilla.
burrito. Maybe
Yeah.
a burrito then.
It's a quesadilla.
You didn't.
No,
you
it's
don't
not
roll
a
up a quesadilla.
A quesadilla is flat and it's like pressed and fried,
and,
kind of.
and
Yeah.
cut like a pizza.
Okay, but still kind of the same thing.
And it's like melty cheese and like gooey.
Well, by the
like
time I roll it up, the cheese melts.
no, rolled is not a quesadilla.
So what's rolled mean?
Burrito.
Yeah.
I had a chicken burrito.
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
It's really how you do the
I guess I had a,
tortilla.
Or you
chicken,
could
I had
call
a
it a-
buffalo chicken burrito.
Yes.
Buffalo chicken wrap, perhaps.
Yeah.
When it comes down to
Buffalo teriyaki chicken wrap.
But I said to her, I go, no disrespect, I just don't like hot. She goes, you don't like. I don't like the hot peppers and onions.
I do that all the
They're
time.
not hot
I'm known as
peppers
a
either.
I
very.
just don't like them.
I'm like a very plain eater too. Like I like grilled onions. I don't dislike the peppers. It's just like I'd probably have one with peppers and one without them. Like I would
it's
be like,
probably more so for the texture it adds than the flavor. You don't really add a bunch of it.
It
Adds
depends,
a little
like,
crunch and pop
peppers.
in
I
there.
like banana peppers a lot. I love jalapenos.
That's Niko's favorite.
I will. The thing with with peppers, I like them cold. Like when the vegetables get like all like flimsy and stuff, it weirds me out. I like all cold vegetables.
There is
hate
some
cooked
texture and
vegetables.
stuff to that. I don't necessarily like things that have a weird texture.
I hate warm carrots, but I love cold carrots.
Honestly, I like
I don't really like warm
I like
carrots
either
either.
one.
Like that warm, gross.
I
meat.
don't
That's
like-
one where I agree.
I don't like warm celery.
Everything else I like.
I don't like my carrots.
Is that a thing?
People really don't do that.
Like in beef stew, you never have warm celery.
Oh,
It's celery
I
I
that's in
guess,
the beef
but that's
stew.
like again a texture and flavor thing.
I just don't like. I always kick it off to the
Yeah.
side.
I'm not a big stew guy.
You haven't had good stew yet.
Wait till I
No.
make some. Maybe I'll make some Dan minestrone soup and bring it in.
I don't like minestrone.
I
You
hate
know what's in it?
minestrone, but I would try it if you said it's good.
What's in minestrone soup?
I don't. Isn't there noodles in minestrone?
It's like tomato soup, but
you
with
like
a bunch
soup
of
with
stuff,
noodles?
right?
no, but isn't there new?
Yes,
So
I make it with beef.
Okay.
I cook up the beef. I pour it in to minestrone mix, which has a nice pasta,
Is there
corn,
beans?
green beans.
I don't like beans.
green beans. Or you don't like?
I don't like green beans,
Pork
black
beans.
beans. I don't like.
You said you put normal beans.
I don't like any beans.
Green. How can you not like green beans?
I just don't.
Do you like green beans?
They're delicious. You don't like green
They're
beans?
not I mean, I eat them because they're good for me, but I don't ever find them delicious.
I find them to be
See,
a great
I know
side
that
to a dish.
vegetables are very crucial for living. So I eat carrots, spinach, cucumbers, some peppers, cold. I just eat
You eat
them.
that just all day long.
No, but I'm saying like I need to eat some each day, so I have to eat some.
I go
I hope
fruits
so.
before
And I don't
vegetables.
even like. This is definitely a weird thing. I don't even like partake in the
If we haven't
dressing.
heard weird
I
Niko
just-
things already.
I just know I need the vegetables, so I take a bag of spinach out and I'll just eat it until
Dan
I
does
feel
that, I
like
think.
There's
I,
nothing wrong with that.
I feel like
Dan
it's
eats
weird.
the raw
Dan.
spinach.
I don't eat raw spinach.
Oh, he eats raw broccoli.
raw broccoli.
with no like dressing and stuff.
No.
You just
I
yeah.
could have swore you did the spinach before
No.
for a little bit.
It
I
ju-
think you
it
did.
honestly,
Maybe
like,
Johnny did.
I feel like
there was
everyone,
a bag in there.
everyone when you're younger, you eat like a leaf from a tree or something.
I
just,
used
like,
to.
outside.
I used to go home, take a head of lettuce, and cut it, and then just eat the lettuce.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
spinach
that.
raw just tastes like leaves to me, and like I
That's not
just
for
eat
me.
I
plenty
like
of-
tomatoes until you get the wrong type of tomato.
I don't. Tomatoes is a no for me.
I like tomato, but when you're eating
Same,
tomatoes
same.
and you get a bite of the middle part where the
Yeah,
stem is,
it's like-
nope, done. I don't want a tomato now for a while after that happens.
See, I think I'd rather eat vegetables than fruits. I'm not a fruit
I
guy.
agree with that.
Yeah.
There's not many
I am
fruits I
not.
like besides strawberries and blueberries.
I don't like
I'll have an
strawberry.
apple.
I don't like any berries. I think
You don't like
raspberry.
strawberry?
Strawberries gross
How
me
does the
out
man
so
not like
much.
strawberry?
I
very
Because it's all the seeds on that
I don't know
side?
what it is, but it makes me want to like throw up. Strawberries like is a bad. I don't know why.
They're
Is
delicious.
it like
Raspberry is the only one I could eat.
Is it like you're more attuned to like
These
the
raspberries
artificial
and
strawberry
a
flavor?
Strawberry?
I don't like artificial strawberry flavor.
That's like the
either.
most
And
vanilla
I don't even think it tastes
fruit
like
there is
strawberry.
a strawberry. It's like very light
I eat
tasting.
apples. Bananas is iffy because if it gets real mushy, it like the texture makes me like gag. But I make like smoothies a lot, and I put bananas in them all day.
There you go.
I can eat grapes.
I go days without eating vegetables. It's probably not good.
Yeah, so I do too. Like it's sometimes I just like
I am
well
meat and
sometimes
potato guy.
if I don't actually make myself dinner, I usually don't eat vegetables. Like because sometimes I'll just be like I'm busy, like I'm just gonna eat a bowl of cereal or like have like 2 granola bars and be done with it. Like I got too much to do.
I don't have time for veggies.
And then, well, I just if I'm like cooking something, I usually will have some.
But
and I hate I just hate fruits and vegetables. Like they just go bad so quickly. Like I gotta.
yeah, but
I always buy like a
of
shit ton
yeah.
of them, and then I'm like, oh, it's been a week, and they're disgustingly brown.
You know, you
in my
have to buy
fridge.
what you know what you're gonna
Yeah.
eat there.
So I try and plan meals, but it's kind of hard. Difficult for me.
Just get one fruit only.
Well, that's why I've been doing. I go buy for dinner. I just go buy like a huge pack of chicken from like Hannaford, put it in a crock pot, cook it, shred it all up, and then I just put it in the fridge and I just eat like a chunk of that chicken. I'll heat it up and just eat like shredded chicken for dinner because I don't have time to cook myself anything. Well, the patience, I should say.
You said it's buffalo chicken though, right?
Yeah,
There
it's not
you
just
go.
like plain chicken.
Just a chunk of normal,
Like I usually cook it
unseasoned
in a
chicken.
pan or like I'll bake it, but it's just like sometimes it takes too long. You know, I don't have the patience. What? I don't want to cook myself dinner every night.
That's not that bad.
It's too much of a hassle.
I'm just wondering what Dan is getting caught up with this time. Oh, he's actually making sales.
There
I
had
hear
been
the
no one in the store for 2.5 hours that bought anything until this started.
I think the last time people bought stuff was when we were playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
shredding the
No
double
one was
teams.
coming in the store until we started playing Fortnite. And people would come in like, I have a question.
Was Steve playing on his Switch?
I was playing on the PS4.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
The best part was like there'd be no one around in game. We'd be like looting some area.
Yeah, no one in the store. Then like we get engaged in a fight, and they're like, do you have this game in stock? It's like, come on.
That's why it's hard to play in there.
Yep.
But
we almost won. Once.
You almost won
us
once.
I got shot out where like I was following and I couldn't build, and then I was like, and then I only had 17 health. It wasn't even like a big drop, and then I died. Freaking screwed me.
here comes Dan.
But it's very interesting. They have the main AR now has like a red dot sight on it. It's like an ADS thing.
I saw that. It was pretty cool.
It was like melting people. I did see a Tfue video where he was like melting people with that thing from like a good distance.
What we on to now?
Fortnite.
Oh yeah, big release.
Fortnite.
We moved on from
I
the
like
berries
Fortnite.
and cream and.
What did
Speaking
we
of
end
berries
with?
and cream, isn't that your fantasy name?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Nico said he just has a big bucket of chicken that he takes handfuls out and he eats it for dinner.
Actually, a lot of people do that. Like I would do that. Like I would cook like when I do a big, I'll put like 8 pieces of chicken on there, cook it, and then that's your chicken for the whole week.
Yeah. When I make
It's really not a bad thing to do.
like sometimes like I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna have like usually on a Sunday if I'm watching football, I'm like today's the day I'm gonna cook something because I'm just gonna be sitting here anyway. I'll make like chicken parm, but I'll bread like because I cut like the chicken breast like so they're thinner, and then I'll just make like 6 chicken breasts, so I have like 12 pieces of breaded chicken, and then I'll just have that for
Nico,
week, you know?
get some shit done in there.
a
Chef
pound out
Nico.
meal, and then
Chef and professor.
I didn't realize he's such a healthy eater. The fact that I see all his Funyuns he eats around here, and
it's very bad for me that this food is here.
100-gram bars and Butterfingers and
The only thing I've been eating is the Funyuns and the 100 grand, and then I did partake in a
the
melted
white
Sour
Airheads,
Patch.
the
No, that was
Bright Side
before.
Skittles.
No, I haven't had those recently.
There is a weird game going on where Dan's putting out specific candies to target Nico's
Yeah.
sweet tooth.
He requested 100 grams. I got one. And
Yeah.
I saw them. And I actually like 100 grams. They're very delicious.
100 grand, Dan.
100 grand.
Not grams.
I think Dan specifically says things wrong on purpose.
I don't like it.
People find it extremely annoying. I find it funny. Yeah, so Fortnite came out. So Nico's trying to explain to me this prior to the show. So Chapter 3 is out of Fortnite. Nico trying to say he won't be on playing Halo for a while because of the new Fortnite, which is unacceptable. And when the call comes out to Halo, he is expected to attend.
I'm telling you right now, you're going to be very disappointed.
So, regardless, Chapter 3 came out for Fortnite, and that's like the whole new map.
Yes, like when the first chapter ended, that's when the main map went away. Everyone wanted a new map, and then after about a month of the new map, everyone wanted the old map back. And then so there was a whole chapter 2, and that introduced like a crap load of new guns and like in-game like heals and like movement items and things like that. And then that chapter 2 just ended, and basically the map like got flipped upside down. It's a completely new map again. There's some like old POIs that are back, like from when you played like Shifty Shafts, like the mine place, that's back. The pyramid place that, like the volcano where it was like lava and there was like air coming up. The place next to it, like with the pyramids, Sunny Steps is back. Paradise Palms, which Steve and I both said was one of our best places. It's not back, but there's a place that looks almost exactly like it.
There's only one place that I'm curious about. Is
that?
The prison there. The prison
from
the
one by
first
Moisty Meyer, like that's not back. Wailing Woods, I think, is supposed to be back.
That's where we always landed, the prison.
I did love Moisty.
So my
Gus.
question is this: so how toxic has the game become?
I had said this like mid last season that I think a lot of the competitive players moved on to like Call of Duty, Halo, Valorant, Apex. Like, there's not a ton of them that are still playing. They're probably all coming back right now when the new chapters come out. But it wasn't as
real sweaty.
And it's definitely way more skill based too now, to where like, and there's bots in the games now. So like,
I have no interest in questioning if every one of my kills is against the bot. Or
you can. There's a way you can tell. Like in Halo, it's like the 3-4-3.
Is it completely different than the first chapter, like gameplay wise?
Essentially, they went back to the
so.
first map, is what he's saying.
In the third chapter, they went back to the first map?
No, it's like kind of mixed between the first, second, and there's some new spots. But some of the places just like, there's a desert now, there's the normal grass, and there's a lot of snow now. But
let me say this about Fortnite. I think it's one of the greatest games ever created.
Yeah, I agree.
I've said that a long time ago. I've gotten a lot of shit from it. I think it's one of the greatest games ever
We've
created.
talked about it.
And for the fact that it changed the video game, it took EA, it took Activision, it took all these other big teams and it slapped them in the face. Mm-hmm. All the EA trying to charge this, and this, and EA trying to do that, and that, and these guy came aboard and they go, you know what? We're gonna create a free game. You can go play all this extra content you can get for free. And you know what? They ended up making billions off of charging people for what they would want, not what they need.
Yeah.
If I want the Pumpkinhead skin, I can pay to get it. If I don't want it, then I can still play the game without it. But I want that pumpkin skin, so I bought it, and I paid $4.99 for it, and I bought maybe 8 other skins my entire Fortnite career, and maybe like 6 dances, and I was content paying for them, and I'm happy with my arsenal of Fortnite dances and gifts. But I think at the end of the day, the landscape that is set, and rather it's the fact that they always have content coming out, rather it's those music dance parties that people watch and go do, or artists coming on board, or the integration of the Marvel characters, Thanos, The Rock, Wonder Woman I think was in there at one point. All these different integrations they do. You don't see that in any other game.
The craziest thing is like one game like has you can play as like Superman, Master Chief, like you can play as Lara Croft. Like it's like all of these characters from different franchises that are just like meshed into one.
I have a deep
Travis Scott skin.
I don't want to say love.
Wow.
I have a deep interest in playing Fortnite. Like if Mike were to say let's play Fortnite, I'd hop. I'm itching to play a video game for a while, and I've been glad to Halo came on. But like I've always had the desire to play. I'm not good at it, but I like the good old. That was the good old days of playing Fortnite with the old pumpkin head with the flame coming out and the dances and the wiggle. And I think the little wiggle dance.
There's never been a more like prime time of video games than Fortnite, when like the whole community was playing like the same thing. Like you could go on Fortnite and you had like 15 plus people at least like on Fortnite that were on like your friends list, like always on the game. Like you never like had to go on and be like, oh, I'm gonna run some solos. Like when it was prime time, it's like, oh, I have to play squads because I have so many friends on. Like it's
Sometimes
just a
though the
crazy
solos
game.
where the truest of true battles take place.
They are. They're nothing better than like when Fortnite was like first prime when I was in like college. So like it was. You're like running a solo and you got like 8 people behind you like watching you play, and like the stress I've gotten from playing a Fortnite game of like your final 5, your top 5. Oh my god. See a copyright strike.
That's my favorite wiggle dance.
So are they really ones to do the
No,
copyright
definitely
strikes
not.
on those?
They want their
They steal
stuff
people's
everywhere.
dances
Yeah.
for those.
I rock the Rick Astley "Never Gonna Give You Up."
That
and
is a
call it
good
a
one.
day.
That is that I love everything
I
about
hit the
Fortnite.
Dua Lipa dance. I've got that one on.
Do you love
lockdown.
everything
I'm
about
not
it?
great. I'm not good at it.
Do you love the building?
I don't like the building.
That's
If they
what it
got rid
always
of the
is
building, I would be
condemned.
pleased with the game.
Yeah, but that's like its thing. It was like
I have
it's
no
a building
interest
game.
in the first response to being shot is to build a fucking tower into the sky.
Well,
That's
don't
what
they
something
have
I had
modes
to
where
get
you can play when
drilled
the
in.
building's gone.
Probably
don't
there
play
probably
the
is sometimes. There was
They
a
have some creative.
they
modes
did
with
some
that.
stuff. There was one when Tilt like I don't know if it might have been the first chapter. They had like a place where they turned Tilted Towers into Tilted Town. It was like an old Western version of Tilted, and it was like the rule. It's like the rules is basically like a dome over. It's like no building, no break-in was like the rules, and you couldn't build in that POI. You couldn't break. My favorite thing was in chapter
That's
1 when
pretty
they had the
wet.
block when it was like all like player built stuff. Like each week it like changed to like a
That
different
was
thing
super
that
cool.
someone had
Yeah,
built.
that was probably my favorite. One of
Yeah,
my
I used to
favorite parts
love
of
the
it.
block, and there was always so many ammo crates and chests there.
Remember that one event where they had the cube that was turning once every
Yeah,
like day until it reached the middle and then it exploded or
yeah.
whatever? That
And then
was
the
pretty cool.
the island was like floating, and you could like
Yeah.
fly around it. That was sweet.
Wasn't the cube's name
The
Kevin
events-
or something?
Yeah, I think Kevin just died
They're
in the
just
last
great at doing
season.
it.
No.
Fortnite really has just done everything right. If you have, I think the problem that they're having right now
Just-
is just the fact that it's been out and people are
It's
just
time for
it-
Fortnite.
But it's
2.
still like crazy how many people like are still like we were watching Ninja like last week on stream playing Fortnite. Like
25,000 people watching.
yeah, and like that's still with Halo and COD brand new
Yeah.
out, and like Battlefield.
It's definitely
brand new
not
out.
what it was. But like I said, when
No.
you have a company like that got to the length and the heights that it did, you can't go anywhere but down. Like
People-
it's just not.
People are like tuning in for these events that happen like
Right.
every 3 months.
Their
have, like,
events
the-
were some of the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Like the last thing I remember was I think which one was it? The Marshmallow concert, and that
Come
was
fly with
a
me. You're,
blast.
like flying
Actually,
around.
yeah. They were
Let me see your
shooting you
favorite
around.
emote. That was sweet. They've done an Ariana Grande one, a Travis Scott one. Like, it's like crazy how there was one that we went on like last year. It was a Cascade. He's like a DJ, and it was like he played like a whole set. Like it was like a 45-minute thing. Like you're in like this place. Like we're all like dancing with like everyone. It was actually pretty funny.
Remember when they announced the revival of Palpatine through Fortnite?
Yeah, he like spoke like yeah. There's like
That's canon
Star
in the
Wars
Star
had a
Wars
whole thing.
universe.
Star Wars had a whole thing with
Yeah.
you think of all
did you see the
hot-
Marvel one, Dan?
They had all the characters.
Yeah, but it was like an interactive event too, where like Galactus is like attacking the Fortnite like map,
No,
and like
no.
he comes to like eat it, and then like you're like flying, and like it's like it's like a little like mini game thing, like you're playing in the event, you're moving around and stuff, and like Iron Man will like fly up, be like, I need you to get over there and destroy those robots, and like you're like over there, and like the Hulk's like fighting with you and stuff, like it's crazy.
So you wouldn't play Fortnite.
Don't worry,
It's
Dan, you
Halo
can join
time.
the bright
Huh?
side of
It's
me. and
Halo
Luke.
time. You were saying that at the beginning. I hope you still feel that
It
way.
is Halo time, but it's also nothing. There's nothing greater than having multiple games you want to play. A lot, like I love having.
I
play
love
Halo.
I've been
rotating.
owning my craft. You guys
Yeah.
are bad at Halo, so not surprised you want to change it up. But
I
I'm
like
sharpening
playing
my
Halo.
sword
I
in
do
Halo.
enjoy playing Halo, but it's nice to mix it up between a few
It's
games.
a great feeling to have.
I had been like before Halo came out, I had been like burnt out from Xbox. Like I didn't have anything I really wanted to play.
I haven't played Xbox in probably a year.
You play Danny Asco.
That's different. I'm talking like playing. Like I haven't played Halo. I haven't played a Call of Duty. I haven't played Fortnite. Right? It's been like a year since I've
Yeah, I now I have the perfect 4-game mix of Rocket League, Dead by Daylight, Halo, and Fortnite to mix it up between.
If I was getting
Rocket League.
Yeah.
If I was getting
No one else is going to
teabagged,
raise their eyebrows to that and ask him
I
why you
just
playing
moved
Rocket
on.
League? Or
It's got NASCAR stuff in it now.
he's playing Fortnite, so that's about the same age. You might as well whip Minecraft into there as well.
I do like Minecraft. How do you disrespect Minecraft?
I actually like Minecraft, but it's in that place of where it's time to move on.
Roblox.
I would never play that one. If I'm playing a building game, it's definitely Minecraft.
And
Actually,
I
I think Dan would probably love Minecraft.
no.
He's the Lego man.
Yeah, you would like Minecraft.
I don't want to play Minecraft.
I was telling Steve I had about 6-7 months ago. I was in a Rogue Company. I played that for like 2 months. I've gotten into a Rainbow Six Siege. Like I've done that. I get into a month of that every once in a while.
Siege is too greasy for me.
I'm like, yeah, that's like people are crazy
That
at
said, I'm
that.
dying to do a Lego stream.
Do a Minecraft stream.
There is Lego Worlds. It's pretty much Lego Minecraft.
Oh, there you go.
I want to do like building the real Lego.
I do love building things in real life.
I just don't know what. Well, for the two problems. A, the cost of Lego is just outrageously expensive. It's just like-
Exactly.
I mean, if it was a lot less expensive, I mean, to build what I want to build, it costs like $300 for every item. So it's just like there comes a point in time, and just like, and if you build them in a week, it's like, oh well, that's cool. I mean, I would have had to limit myself to where
Why don't you do puzzles or something?
I would have to limit myself where I'm only building while I'm streaming. You know what I mean? Because I could build something that costs $250 in like 3 days.
You should do like the Henry Cavill like PC building stream, but it's just you building Legos with like a cutoff, and you're like all like sweaty.
But then the problem also becomes is where do you put the Lego city when you're building it in here? Like where do you put it?
I don't know.
Anywhere.
Where?
There's lots of room.
Where? Where is there room?
Do it on the bar in the back.
I could do it there by the window.
You better leave that shut then.
Then a little kid comes in and just
Or Ash kicks his ball out in the mall and
I just don't know.
smashes
See, the
into
problem,
him.
here's the problem. The problem is that we didn't expect that something that's taking up the most room in this whole entire studio is the pickleball court. Literally, it's an open room that we can't do anything with.
It's also one of the most used and beloved rooms in the store.
Maybe, but it's just like, that's a whole room. Really, what needs to happen is that those fitting rooms need to get blown out, and all those doors and walls need to get knocked down and become one big room.
And anytime you could walk in there and find 5 to 6 people building Legos.
No, that should just.
Oh, hey, how's it
but
going?
that could literally be like another whole thing. Like you could have
Oh,
the
yeah.
repair room in there. You
Right,
could
it's a whole
have.
other room.
You could like. Have you ever seen the like 100 Thieves like streaming compound where they do it? They literally have like rooms that are about the size of one of those fitting rooms where like you open it up and it's like a little setup, like a little corner desk, like a monitor behind them to put whatever they want, and like
Well,
a
probably
streaming
every
setup.
streamer has their setup in there.
Well, it's just kind of like generic setups for whoever wants to like stop in and do it. 'Cause I think most of them like are like Courage and like Valkyrie and Nadeshot are big enough where they do it at their house.
Oh.
Like they don't want to go into that place to do it, but there's like other people that want
Maybe we
to.
could create a gaming squad.
A team,
What do you mean?
an esports team.
Esports. First of all, I would like to get an esport. I don't know any of us qualified
No,
to be on an esport.
not me.
We stink.
None of us.
But I think
Depends
I
on the
think
There's
we,
some of us that could.
we
but
definitely should
not
have
me.
an esports team here. And I don't think any of us would be on it.
Like Luke and OC5.
Luke, Surge, and
Surge,
OC5.
that'd be
They
powerful
should
squad.
we should definitely
no.
have an esports team. And create cool ass
It
logos.
if it's an
and-
in-person esports event, we've seen Luke crash and burn in one of those before.
Don't they,
I don't
like,
think you
wear,
could
don't they
handle
have like
that.
a sporting attire and everything? Don't you pick out like their
The jersey?
they have like
Yeah, they have
uniform? Oh yeah,
jerseys.
we would create a sick jersey.
But
Logo
you'd have to
and
like be competitive.
I will have to ask more about
The
that
brothers,
whole-
are they good enough? Never
They
seen them
did
play.
win our Call of Duty tournament.
So maybe the brothers, OC5, Surge, and Luke. It's a 5-man wrecking crew.
Would be a pretty good squad.
Then we gotta have a racing squad.
Do right here.
And one wild card.
I
Ricky
like to partake,
Stenhouse
but I
crashing.
stink at racing. Mario Kart, I hold my own, but
Then I'm just a sports
I
game
do.
I
guy.
think we all understand who the king of Mario Kart is here.
Johnny.
Nope. I beat everyone in Mario Kart. We did it.
It's Dr. Wiley points to himself.
I'm the man who came very close second in the Mario Kart Racing League that I was a part of.
Well, that's all great and dandy, Steve. But when the three of us were racing Mario Kart, I was kicking both your asses, or was I not?
You earned a little bit of respect when you beat Tom,
I
but
beat. Then we threw Tom in the second stream, and I whooped his. I whooped his ass as well.
Tom seems like an all-time, like, he'll only play the game if he knows he's going to win. Like, I feel like when we're talking about the Olympics, we're going to play Smash Bros. He'd be like, nope, I'm not playing that.
He's an analytical. He looks at what's
That's
gonna.
a lot of the Shevlin way.
Not really. I really have no interest in doing Super Smash Brothers.
They only partake in things they are
but
good
you
at.
have to. It's like a give and take. You got to play Smash. And when I play as Link and destroy you, it'll be
Dan looks like
very
a
well
Kirby guy.
deserved.
No.
I'm a fox
Samus.
guy.
Samus.
I should have known that. I have heard that before.
What?
You
which
would? I'm absolutely horrible.
which
at Super
Smash
Smash.
would we play? Is the question.
It's got to
Ultimate.
be Melee.
I think Ultimate because it has everyone in it.
that's true.
Ultimate's what? The Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the newest
boy,
one.
I've never played that.
What would you-
But you can
that's
play on a
unfair.
controller.
You can play on
We'll
Game.
have to
The
play
point-
on like
the point is I've never
GameCube
played the
controllers.
Switch Super Smash. So
They're
I'm
pretty
watching
much
this-
all the
No,
same.
no,
That's like a guy walking onto the pickleball court
No,
expecting
we'll
to win.
play
He's never played
items
pickleball
off.
before.
We'll play items off, just normal. They have
That's
the
even
old
worse.
maps. They have old maps. They have every character that's ever been. in
No
Smash.
items, just favors the person that's better.
Well, I mean, we can play
'Cause
with
then they
items
beat
on,
pure mechanics at that point.
But I mean, that's just. It can
That's how I
create
prefer
some
to play
crazy-
myself. But
Well, everyone that ever plays always turns the item off.
Dan
I
needs
don't,
the
I'm
hammer.
fine with items. The hammer is annoying. I like the little brawl like thing.
So, all right. So you got Fortnite coming out, or is out.
Yeah.
You have Halo coming out. What? December 8th.
couple days
2
here.
days.
So I find it weird that both these are happening at the same time.
Fortnite needs to grow up trying to shit on Halo like that, especially when they just
Well,
give them the
Fortnite's
chief.
it's been like a certain amount of time. Like every 3 months, Fortnite has like a new season. Or
If I was Microsoft, I'd
Wait,
remove
but
Chief
every
from Fortnite.
every new season, yeah, but every
the chapter.
is that every year?
It's like
or is it-
more than a year. It's like
So when did Chapter 2 come out? Pre-COVID or no?
Yes, it was pre-COVID.
look, yeah, Steve.
It's a pretty big event for Fortnite.
Like it's big time. Let's see, Steve finds for the launch date of that. But this is like a big thing. Like there's
Have
we
ever
played.
played Chapter 2?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
a
you
little
probably
bit.
you probably dabbled
Well,
chapter
we've had to.
2.
If it was like pre-COVID and shit.
October 15th, 2019.
Oh, the day before my birthday in 2019. That's the last when the last chapter came out. So how many seasons are in Chapter 2?
8. I want to say.
Let's find out.
I think there was 10 in one, but I think there was only 8 in this one. Because I didn't even know it was the new chapter. I just thought it was the new season at first.
Did Fortnite announce that Chapter 3 was coming out, or did they just surprise?
I'm
drop?
assuming they did. I didn't. I hadn't been playing because of Halo. Like I don't know.
Yeah, there have been 8 chapters.
So there's been
I'm
18
wondering
total.
if Fortnite dropped it knowing that Halo's coming out, or if they've had it planned.
I don't think. I think there's probably a lot of development that had to go
First
into
off,
the
I would
whole-
blame Halo because Halo's
Just
moved
this
to-
time of year is
Yeah.
time for
Halo's
games.
moved back to their starting date numerous times. If anything, I blame Halo for
And
it.
Halo, COD, and Battlefield all like were in like a few weeks of each other too.
Yeah.
Like
All I'm saying is the amount of content for Halo they have is kind of disappointing at the moment.
I definitely want to play the campaign, especially if it picks up where like the last one left off, because that like Halo 5
It's
campaign.
Niko getting-
Don't get me started on that one. I'm not like a campaign guy. I never play like one player games. I never do campaigns except for Halo. I always play the Halo campaign.
It's a pretty straightforward one. I think I might actually wait until I can play co-op for it. That might be the best way to stick
Halo-
it to them.
Halo Reach is my all-time best
game.
game.
Not playing the campaign.
The fact that they're pulling a lot of shiesty moves.
It's funny when you look at the scale of up and down between what game is popular. Remember when Warzone was the number one, and now they're not even in the top 3 probably. Everyone playing Fortnite, they're playing Halo. Is the Battlefield popular?
No,
I heard that crash and burn.
that already crashed and burned.
I don't know if is Battlefield ever like really that
Well, this
popular?
one's supposed to save the day. When it was supposed to be
The
the
last one I
big
remember
thing.
being good was the World War One one.
It's got a 1.7 on Google.
Yikes.
Whoa. What about Vanguard? Anyone messing with that
Vanguard
nonsense?
screwed me when my PC's causing me issues with that.
Did
Have
you ever
played
complete
it?
that?
You haven't played it at all. I've never played it.
No, I didn't play Cold War either. I bought it. I literally never played it one time.
I beat the campaign on that. It was pretty fun. I actually randomly like the campaigns on the Call of Duties. I like to play them on veteran.
I do like the Call of Duty campaigns usually.
With no
I haven't
AD.
played the Cold War one. Was there a Modern Warfare campaign? I didn't play that either then. played
I
most
skipped a
the
bunch of
ones.
them, but this last two were pretty good. The Modern Warfare and Cold War one.
Well, actually, I
those
think I
were
do
good.
know the Modern Warfare one, because was that the one where there's the one mission where like you're like going through the house with like the night vision? There's like
Yeah.
a baby in the crib. Yeah, Connor loved to play that one on repeat, and like he's like, "Oops, I dropped my grenade in the baby's crib." Like,
Whoa!
I've seen that. I've seen that happen plenty of times.
But it's a mission failure when you do that.
What's like the one COD where you're on like the snowmobiles like going down the mountain?
Oh, that one was fun. I think it's Modern Warfare 3. Wasn't
Have
it?
you ever seen? You guys probably haven't seen it. There's like a TikTok. It's very funny. It's like that mission, and then it cuts to like one of the snowmobiles, and it's like DJ Khaled with like snow blowing in his face. He's like going down like on the snow. Let me see if I can find that.
There's something about me.
If I can, I'll post it on the Instagram.
I love the
after.
snow maps.
I do always love
like
snow
snow.
effects.
In
in
the Call of
games.
Duty one and Fortnite, I love the snow maps.
It's about to be snow time in Red Dead Online. Who cares about that
Still
game?
play that?
Oh, I do.
And what did you do there?
There's not much left to do for me at this point. I have so much stuff, so much gold bars, as they say.
Are you online interacting with other people?
Sometimes. What's your reasoning for that
It
question?
seems kind of ridiculous that you're still playing the game. For how long?
I play with Bador. Once in a while, we go on and we cause trouble once in a while. It's like GTA 5, kind of.
I'm well aware.
Let's
When's
watch
the new GTA
this.
coming out?
Never.
Probably not in our lifetimes.
Never. Watch this. If you guys can see it. It's like a 9-second clip. Just like one of my favorite TikToks I ever saw. It's
Just
like,
goes with the pistol on it, I guess.
it's just like
It looked like he was on a jet ski, but
All right, so the main topic we were going to talk about, we ended up not talking about. We talked about cooking and berries and all that for a while.
cooking
told you
and
we get
berries.
carried away.
So we'll push that off to next week. Anything else urgent this week to go over that anyone want to talk about?
Not really. These two are locked in a devastating battle tonight for their fantasy careers / lives.
It's true.
I-
Are you done or no?
I'm done.
How much you had by, or how much is Tom?
I'm winning by like 6.
He has a wide receiver left
And
to
I said my
play.
receiver, and he has Josh Allen and Dawson Knox.
Tom is expected to put his foot down. Nico's
Tom's
throat
expected
tonight.
to win by like 20-ish.
But Tom did tempt the gods. I was telling him, we were going through, like, and say when you talk shit, you get punished to a certain degree. I sent Niko a personal text, and they only punished me a little bit with a Lamar ankle twist. But if you comment in the Yahoo chat, that is inviting full-fledged wrath upon your team.
I sent a Christian McCaffrey gif, and I got the Boston Scott treatment.
So let
If
me
I
say
just
this.
played Kenny G, I probably am pretty close to winning this week.
Let me say this because I love to accurately explain or predict the Dan screw jobs that are coming. And so I'm ahead by what, 7?
Yes.
I'm ahead by 7. Okay.
It's not looking good for you.
I have Tyler Bass playing tonight, right? Now, I'm already been screwed by Dak Prescott only getting 12 points.
That's not that bad, though.
A screw job. I then got screwed by James Robinson only getting 0.5
That was a screw job.
because he got benched for no apparent
I wouldn't
reason
call the
because-
Dak one. though.
Fumbling.
So there's already 2 screw jobs in place to screw Dan over, okay? So now let's look at the current situation going into tonight. I'm ahead by 7, Tyler Bass. Okay.
Who does Tyler have
has
left?
Stephon Diggs and has New England defense or Buffalo defense?
Yes, Buffalo defense, and it's like a windy, like cold, bad
All right,
weather
so
game.
we've already done the math, right? On a normal week, okay, if Tyler Bass just gets me 7 points tonight, 7, and that's already one of the worst he normally gets. I think he's only been under 7 twice.
I don't think that's enough for you.
Okay, let me finish.
This
7
is his
points.
worst case scenario. We've been
7
through it
points
already.
he gets. Okay, That gives me a 15-point lead. Let's just say Buffalo ends up getting 5 points. Right?
Stephon Diggs is getting at least 70 yards and a touchdown.
You think so?
So that's like 14 points
You
or
think he's
13
gonna get that
points.
much?
I don't think that's
Okay,
so
now
unreasonable.
for 5 of his weeks,
The Patriots do have some nice corners. J.C. Jackson's
it's a
very
divisional
good.
game.
It's windy, so maybe not.
Divisional game, great defense, okay, and 5 weeks he's gotten under 7 points.
Early on in the season,
Okay.
though.
But let's say
He's trending upwards,
but
pal.
let's just say Tyler Bass only gets 7 points. I still need 15. He still needs 15 to get by me. This isn't going to be a situation where I could very easily beat Tyler if Tyler Bass just gets 7 points, and he's going to show up and lay a fucking deuce and get me like 2 points. It's going to be a classic.
I think it's in your favor.
The projections are like Dan's supposed to lose by like 1. So it's like very close.
It's going to be like, which is typical of a Dan Tyler matchup. Mine and Tyler's matchup are always like this, and I always lose them. Okay, it's the classic situation where if Tyler Bass just my whole point of getting to this is that it's a classic situation where Tyler Bass just gives me 7 points, I could have won the game. And it's going to be one of those, Tyler Bass is going to get me like 3 points. It's going to be the ultimate screw job after already being screwed twice. And on top of that, by the way, it's supposed to be the windiest day in the history of football ever in Buffalo.
Is that true? The windiest day ever?
It's supposed to be like 25,
It's 22,
30.
I think.
That's pretty high.
It's pretty high. So even with all that, he's still going to give me a screw job, and Tyler will win by like 0.1 or 1 point. But all Tyler Bass needs to do is give me 7.
All I gotta say is I'll be watching with great interest these matchups tonight.
So that's where we are, fans. So we'll see next week. We're on the Dream Team on Wednesday. How angry Dan is at the screw job. We'll see how angry the screw job is going to be. What happens tonight? I mean, I could have had more points from Mark Andrews last night after he missed like 4 balls and the wide open couldn't catch it, and the Ravens ended up going for 2 when they should just
That
tied the
was
game.
one of the stupidest calls I've
with
ever
12
seen.
seconds left. I mean, I'm not quite sure what they're thinking.
Mark
there.
Andrews could have got you a nice 2 spot on that
Yeah.
play if he didn't
Oh,
drop
of course
it.
not. But Dan's luck, we can't do that.
Yikes, is all I gotta
Sorry, are
say.
you having Danny NASCAR tonight?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll be watching. I'll have the game. I got a nice.
Nico's gonna be watching his
I got a
face
nice
for
new
reaction.
Danny NASCAR setup at
Trolling the
home. I
chat.
got like 4
No.
monitors now.
No. I was more concerned. I was going to say after Danny NASCAR's over, if you want to take your mind off of it, Luke and I will be on the
Wow. Oh wow.
We're both gonna need to blow off some steam, Dan, after tonight.
I don't think I could hop on Fortnite and play with Luke.
He's calmed down.
I think the stress of trying to not die with Luke would be.
If I'm on, he'll only yell at me.
There's a lot of stress.
Yo, do you know what?
a little bit of a drill
We'll have a
sergeant.
in-person correspondent at the Pats. Jackson's at the Pats Bills game tonight. An in-person. I'll have him give the weather update. He's there. It's like the wind's like scorching
Jackson's
by
there?
his face. Yeah, he's gone to a few Bills games this year. I've looked at the tickets for Bills Jets in January. Be very cold, but might have to go see Zach play. Pretty good game by him too.
I don't know.
3 touchdowns.
Boo.
He's back.
Boo.
Only 1 pick.
I'll have the game going on my monitor tonight. I'll be watching it while I'm doing Danny NASCAR. I may just not watch it. I seem to do better not watching it.
What are there's 5 teams fighting for those spots. Is it for 2 spots?
Yeah, me, Dan, TJ, Zach, Nate,
That's it.
and then I suppose Tom could sneak
Tom
in.
or Tyler could
Tom
make
and
their way
Tyler.
in.
Tyler wins next 2 weeks. He has 7. The
Yeah,
number to
same
get
with
to is
Tom.
7 and 7.
So
If
6
you're-
people
if you
fighting
end up
for
being
2
7
spots.
and 7, you have a chance to get in.
Well, 3
But
spots,
it comes down
right?
to tiebreaker in points.
I think
I think
Austin, and
Oh,
Jeremy
yeah.
are locked in.
So there's
Tyler-
3
yeah.
left.
Mike, Austin, and Jeremy are locked in. So it's down to 3 spots.
Technically,
anyone can play it.
Yeah.
The problem
And you're
with
in a
Tom-
pretty good spot, so that's
Nico already has his 7
not
points.
after this week, but you
Yeah.
start at the beginning of this week. You were in a far better spot than everyone
The problem
else.
with Nico is he doesn't have the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Neither
But I'm
does
already.
Tom
I'll be
or
at 7
Tyler.
to where like some people can get to 8 wins and not, or to 7 wins and like not be guaranteed a spot in. Like, or if they win next week, like I can win next week and I'm in. Like, not enough teams can get to 8 to where like I think
Niko needs a win here.
But I think if Nate wins this week, if Zach wins this week and goes to 7.
Oh, he's winning. He's already up by 60 points.
But Zach and Nate play each other.
That's
That's
right,
the
so one
only
of them can't
problem.
get it.
Yeah.
But TJ,
Yeah.
TJ wins this week.
Because
and next week he's up to 8.
TJ and I'll be the 6th seed if TJ and Nate both, or Nate or Zach, if they both win out, and then even if I win next week, I'll still be in, but I'll be the last seed.
So my point is,
I think I'm close to Nate in points. I think.
my point is, I could go 7-7 and still not make playoffs.
Yeah.
You won't go 7-7. No.
What?
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Yeah, you
We're
will.
6-6 right now.
800
Even if
the possibility
even
now
if
with
he
extra
wins
week.
next week, he needs more to make the playoffs.
My point is, if I mean, first off, for a while it looked like it was just gonna be 7-7. A lot of people are gonna be 7-7. But
You need this win tonight, buddy.
Who do you play next week?
Mike.
He'll probably win, but I will be making it difficult for
But
him.
the thing is, my point is, if TJ wins this week and next week, he's up to 8. You win 1 week, you're up to 8. Let's say Zach wins this week. Is Nate winning this week?
Yeah.
So they're both gonna have 7. So the winner of that.
And who does Nate play next week?
Zach.
Oh, yeah, we said
So
that.
one of them's out. One of them's in automatically. So there's 2 spots left.
I would love if Nate beats.
Between
Zach.
you, me, and
So really it comes
TJ,
down to you, me, and TJ.
pretty much for 2 spots.
And I need TJ to lose. I need you to lose. If either one of you win,
I'd say
both of you
Niko
win.
wins this one.
If both of you win, I'm just fucked.
But if
How
you
so?
win this week,
If I win this week, that changes
and we
everything.
both
that
win,
changes
I'm
everything,
not
yeah.
assuming I'm winning.
yeah. So I kind
don't
of need
assume
you to
that.
lose
I'm
this
assuming
week.
I'm losing.
I kind of need you to.
I'm assuming that it's just gonna be a damn fuck job. Dan doesn't get luck like this.
I just need to, realistically, I need to beat Austin.
I'm always, every year for the past 3 years, I'm right at the tip of making the playoff, and I always get the screw job, and then my team will do phenomenal the next 6 weeks.
Those games don't count.
I know, we'll do phenomenal the next 6 weeks.
I know. I've been sitting on Bucks D for their juicy playoff matchups, and it's not even gonna help me now.
But
Why?
that's it.
If you don't make it.
Full fantasy recap. Dream team this Wednesday, 5:00. Tom, Mike, Niko, and I. We got Danny NASCAR coming up later tonight. Monday Night Gaming with Austin on the West Coast. What else we got? We got some stuff that we're going to talk about on the network, but we're going to push off to next week. So we got talking about so much stuff. Those will be some big topics for a while. So anything going on? I'm telling you this week on the network. We got Retro Weekend, all the good shows back on. Dave and Boder, I think we'll be back at it tomorrow for Nerd Glasses and the Citadel. And then that's about it. Anything else?
Nope.
See you guys all next week. Danny NASCAR will be later tonight. Until then, adios.